Alrighty guys, we're at R&E Old Park, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I was not able to get a chance to do too much reading about this Hubsan H109, but I did modify it when I woke up because the cables wouldn't fit in the back with the battery. So I went ahead and cut it out so that we could just put the cables on the bottom like we did the old 501S. It is a lot smaller. I don't even know if it needs a compass calibration. I'm walking into this blindly, Sean. I apologize. I wish we had more of an opportunity to look this thing over, but I have a feeling once I get it in the air, things will go smoothly. So I'll see you guys in a sec, and we'll talk about what to do with the H109. Okay guys, it took me all of 2 seconds to figure this out. Because there's no GPS and there's no compass or any of the above, it's just a manual flyer like the Bugs 3. So, wow, that was really loud, whatever that was. All right, so she's gonna turn on the transmitter. It's a little chilly out here today. So go ahead and flip the switch to on. You're gonna start seeing telemetry and it's gonna be blinking red, if you guys can see that. So what we're gonna do is plug the quad in. The first thing we're gonna do is set this down. If I can get this in there. And we're going to immediately set it on the ground here so that the gyro system can do all of its calibrating, which is what the yellow lights are. Then you'll hear the flight controller. There's the flight controller, yellow on front, red on back. We're going to give it a sec here. And I don't know why it didn't work that time. I have no red in the back. It says 8%. Oh, that would be why the throttle wasn't all the way down. Okay, so it actually doesn't let you arm it or tell you it's ready unless the throttle's all the way down, so we just learned that. It says it's in 50% rates. Let's see what happens if I push enter. Expert mode. Ooh, now we're in expert mode. Wow, it should be a lot more aggressive now. All right, well, let's start off in normal mode. I guess that's normal mode. We'll see what it has to offer. So enter switches you in and out of expert and normal. So I guess that's normal now. We'll switch over to expert. Same thing with all the Hubsans, down and out. Arms the motors, give her some throttle, and she goes up. Let's see how stable it is here. I'm just gonna try to keep it in one spot if possible. It's gonna bounce around a little bit. It was very windy all day, like right now. Like right now, it's a tad bit windy. That's pretty stable. It's definitely stable. Let's do a punch out test. I'm gonna give her full throttle on the count of 3, and I don't like the noise the motors make. Do you? They make kind of a weird. They make like a weird ching noise, whistling kind of thing. All right, well, punch out test. 3, 2, 1. Okay, no, not very punchy. Let's bring her back down here. It is stabilized. It's definitely stabilized, but it doesn't have much pull power. I bet you if you change the props on this, it would be a lot more fun. Like something a little bit more aggressive would probably be fun. Well, let's just push it around a little bit here. We'll use both sticks at the same time so we can get nice bank turns in there. We'll bring it in. Whoosh. I do not like the way it flies though. It's very wonky. Let's turn it around and let's bring it in. We're gonna put it in expert mode because I don't think it has much power when it's in beginner mode or whatever that mode is that it's considering, because I can be full tilt sideways and it like wants to roll into the turn more than, I don't know. I don't really like the flight characteristics. Let's bring it back in so you guys can see it here. Scare you a little bit there, babe? All right, let's switch over to, now we're in expert mode. Oh yeah, wow, look at that. You see that, babe?
Now I can hear the squeaking noise.
Yeah. Wow. It's definitely got a lot more roll factor and pitch has been added. Oh yeah, scary. Now it's more like the Bugs 3. Okay, so expert mode is great for people that really know how to fly already. So let's take it around and rip it here. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, it's got the power to get out of any kind of weird situation it may come across. Let's give her some forward pitch here. Yes, 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 yes. I like this a lot better. Full tilt. Now, think she'll face plant? You don't think so? If you give her full tilt, you think she'll dive into the ground?
No.
I'm willing to test that. I'm willing to test that. I mean, that's the whole point of the test. So full pitch, full throttle. She does not dive. Nice. So she actually has the power to keep up with the pitch. So that's really nice. I honestly think this is a good sport flyer. This may actually be fun to put an FPV camera on, honestly. You know, it is not quite as good as the Bugs 3. The Bugs 3 seems to be a lot more stable, and the sensitivity on the Bugs 3 is a lot better. But it is definitely flyable in expert mode for people that understand how to fly LOS. This is definitely a good time. It definitely carves through the air pretty well. But it just doesn't have much punch out. The Bugs 3 is a lot more punchy on 2S. So I wonder what would happen if we upgraded the battery on this. And by the way, guys, this does not do flips. Unfortunately, it's just a stabilized flyer. So that kind of stinks, but I can fly it with just one hand here. So it's gonna bounce around in its altitude a bit, but I can fly it with one hand. So there she goes up towards the sky. Babe, did you want to give this a shot? Huh? Not right now. It's too cold. It's fun for what it is, man. I think if you can get one at a good price, it's definitely fun for what it is. Hey, you hear him back there? Yeah. It's fun, guys. I have to admit, it's a fun little product. It is quite stable. I was not expecting it to be this stable, but it's not too bad. It's flyable. I think this is a fun learning quad for anybody if you can find one at a decent price. And the transmitter is definitely very nice. Compared to the Bugs 3, this transmitter is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. They probably can't see it on the film that far out.
Probably not.
Yeah. We did take it out there pretty far, though.
This is about as far as you're going to want to anyways when you're controlling it.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to get out of LOS. But the LEDs, even during the day, are very easy to see. So, I got to tell you, man, I'm a little more impressed than I thought I was going to be. And I'm sure we can get upgrade batteries for this. So, unfortunately, the grass is so tall, the disarm it I have to hold down and out, so we're just going to do that while it's airborne. That way they stop before they burn out.
Can I turn off?
Yeah, you can. So what are my thoughts? What do I think? First, let's feel the motors. Are they hot? They're not hot at all. I do like that they're tucked motors. That's very interesting. However, I think for changing them, that means you probably have to pull the entire bottom of this thing apart to get at it. Another thing I'm not too excited about was that I wasn't able to get the wires in there without modifying it. So as you can see, I had to cut up the back already. And but it flies pretty good. It's for not having a compass or GPS, it flies pretty good. The LEDs are very visible during the day. I'm sure at night they'll be even more visible. So I gotta say, the Hubsan 109 is probably, if I had to take a guess, guys, this was probably Hubsan's first crack at a drone in this size category. And I have a feeling this was the original H series that led into all the 501Ss and H109s and all that. I believe this probably was Hubsan's first crack at making drones. And I have to say, I'm actually quite impressed by this. I wish that maybe this had a port where we could install some other firmware on it. That might be kind of fun, but as of right now, it looks like a blank unit that just comes with whatever Hubsan's proprietary setup is. So, you know, maybe I'll try to find some. If anybody really wants this, I'll put a price link for this in the description of the video. Shout outs to Sean Brooks for sending this. Sean, I apologize. I didn't get a chance to use the candy cane pens that you sent because there were no specs on the motors or anything. Like, it really had no specs to point out with a pen. So we're going to have to wait until we get another quad in that I can use your pens with. So we'll do our best, though. But anyways, guys, we're going to go have some fun. We'll catch you on the flip, right?
Yep.
To the real.